Hey, what's up everyone? JT here. Welcome to Pineapple Money, where I talk about stock market news and investing for the long-term portfolio. Just wanted to do a quick market update with what happened today, October 26, 2020, and what I personally did in the stock market today. I would say one thing's for sure is that I definitely see an abnormal day today, but what a way to kick off a huge earnings week for the big tech giants, am I right? And I'm sure we can probably expect more volatility to come. But before I continue, if you do find anything interesting in this video, please don't forget to hit the like button down below and subscribe for more content. I would super appreciate that, and also let me know down in the comments what you did today as well. Well, it looks like today all three major indexes are in the red today and closed in the red as well. The S&P 500 dropped about down negative 1.86. The Dow dropped negative 2.29. And the Nasdaq dropped negative 1.64. And as we actually take a look at the VIX index as well, you can see the VIX, which is a volatility index, it jumped up about almost 18% and even closed then as well. So I would say there's probably going to be some more volatility and more uncertainty coming in the markets. So what happened? Well, in the morning, the S&P 500 did open around about a negative 8%, negative 0.8%, which isn't too bad, of course. But as the day went on, it did drop down lower, and I'm sure there were big factors that played a role. And I would actually say there's three of them. The first one being the upcoming election, of course. The second one is the increased illness cases, and the third one is probably the anticipation for news on a stimulus deal. And all three of these factors came together today, which probably created our drop in the markets. Well, first, the elections, as you're aware, or maybe not aware, the stock market is always future thinking, and the prices are kind of just based on what is going to happen in the future, which could be next week or it could be 3 months from now. So as we're sitting in the present waiting for stimulus news, and as well as we're a week away from the November 3rd elections, there's a lot of uncertainty on who's going to win and what is going to happen after they win. And I think right now the markets are just trying to price that in. And I feel like right now there's a lot of media saying that, of course, Biden's going to win, but we'll just have to see for that. And while I don't want to get too much into politics, I would say that factually, the Biden administration will usually impose higher taxes on companies. And of course, those companies are what you and I invest into. And if Trump does win, there is an article from Yahoo Finance that says that a JP Morgan analyst does see and of course, the optimistic view that when a Republican does win, especially Trump, that the S&P 500 could reach a high of 3,900 by the end of the year. So, of course, like I said, that's an optimistic case. And personally, in my opinion, I do think it's kind of a coin flip right now. And we just don't know. So we just have to wait and see what happens. Now, I do want to say that factually, whoever does win and end up winning the election, history has shown us that the stock market will eventually go up either way, whether it's red or blue. In the meantime, I think we just kind of have to wait and see, and we just have to wait for opportunities to enter in the market and, of course, make profits out of that. And second, while more illness cases are actually more present, the 7-day average has increased and reached an all-time high of 68,767 in the US. And of course, now with more than 83,000 cases being reported on Friday and Saturday. So it looks like the illness is kind of here to stay, and it is increasing. And I would say, regardless of the illness news, that the market probably has kind of priced that in a way. As you can kind of tell, the market is kind of having a disconnect from the actual news and what's happening to the US health-wise. So I think in a way, the market has priced that in. And third, the stimulus deal. Well, of course, we are just about a week away from having a election. And right now, there is no stimulus package in sight for the American people. The Democrats are still sitting at $2.2 trillion, while the Republicans are sitting at $1.9. And honestly, it's kind of pretty close to my opinion, just about, 0.3 difference. But in my opinion, at this point, we'll probably, I don't think I should expect another package until after the elections. And the market is probably trying to price that in too. Well, with all these three negative news together, the markets, I would say, are just kind of just pricing in different scenarios and kind of just preparing for the uncertainty. And if something does change very soon, like for example, if we do somehow get a stimulus package, let's say Wednesday, I won't be surprised if somehow the markets does gap up. So what did I do in the market today? Now, typically I don't really day trade because that isn't really my thing. I don't like to have the uncertainty and kind of just certain expectations each day, since that kind of brings unnecessary stress. I do like to keep at least my moves to a week at a time, with doing each move like a safe calculated options trade like credit spreads or selling cash secured puts. Now, today, let's take a look at the charts. So today, I actually did a quick move with AMD. As you can kind of see right here today, AMD, Tesla, and Apple all kind of made the same movement compared to the other ones in the market. It seems like, to me, in my opinion, they were kind of lagging. Well, they of course popped up. The market was kind of trending downwards. So what did I decide to do? Is that I decided to buy some puts up here. Bought some puts, and then once AMD started to go down really quickly with this momentum, I decided to sell out with at least about 50% up on my position. And sold out and definitely made some profits out of that. So I wouldn't say this is a quick day trade, more of a slow time in my part, but you know, a day trade is a day trade. And lastly, I did pick up some more Tesla shares as well as some Apple shares. Tesla around the 410 mark right here, and Apple around the 413 mark. So I would say I'm just adding some shares and nibbling on to add to my long-term portfolio. I would like to say just in general that right now, currently, my portfolio is more cash heavy, because right now I do expect some more volatility to happen until the elections. And while my cash heavy portfolio is about 40%, I'm just kind of waiting to see any potential big movements in the upcoming weeks. So alright, this kind of wraps up my video on today's market. I thought it'd just be kind of interesting to share, since the markets did drop significantly more than usual. And if you did find anything interesting in this video, please don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe for more content. And also let me know down in the comments what you did as well. I would love to hear it. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Peace.